tonight. Screen glow. 4 mics. Let's go. Hey.
What's going on YouTube? It's WTG here. How's everyone doing today? We are back here on Agribusiness. Beatties, you said you were having troubles?
I'm having all sorts of issues right now.
Oof. Well, while we're waiting for BDD, Farmer Donkey says, "What's up? What up?" Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. With that. Now, I don't know or not, but in that stream, can you hear you guys in the background?
Yeah, we could. Your chat can hear everything when the intro is playing.
How do you disable that?
Server mute everybody.
OBS. Well, like that, or if you have like, because do you use OBS or do you use Streamlabs?
Streamlabs.
Streamlabs. There should still be a mute button for whatever audio channel you're streaming your Discord through.
I'll have to look into it. Oh, well, it's entertaining to hear you guys in the background. Anyways. So. Oh. Yeah, the one thing I hate the most is when I have to click on my other screen, my game goes down. It doesn't stay up.
There's a setting for that.
Yeah, you have to go back to the main menu and go into your sound settings, and you can have it persist through even when it's minimized.
I'll do that after the stream. Oh, man.
Holy smokes. I think I finally got all the shenanigans worked out of the system. Holy smokes. Hold on. We're just checking one last thing. Just making sure everything's shenanigans. Shenanigans have been worked out. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is Agribusiness Night. We're going without the intro song tonight. We'll hear it there at the end, but holy smokes, I blame it on Farm Sim Guy and his attire. You'll know what I'm talking about here in a little bit.
Farm sim guy, you know what? I think I know who you're talking about. I'm gonna go hide behind the building.
Oh my goodness. That's the kind of month I've had there, y'all. Farm Sim Guy. Insane Sim Guy. One of you Sim guys. I blame y'all. That, you know what?
That's why I'm going to hide behind the building.
Tonight, BDD's out for the night. It's Easter. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic Easter so far. It has been one heck of a day. I've been outside in the sun for 2 days straight. I'm pretty sure I've got sun poisoning because that's how my day is going. I'm, of course, joined here on Agribusiness Night by my co-host, Farm Sim Guy, aka Insane Sim Guy. ISG, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. You know, about to shove a flashlight somewhere it don't belong.
Hey now, whoa.
This is a family show.
Hey, I just said somewhere it don't belong. You guys took it somewhere extreme.
What were we saying in the charity stream? PG.
Oh, man.
We did a charity stream over on Reaver Time Gaming's channel for Alzheimer's, and we kind of towed the line between saying things that were good for the stream and not so good. We were kind of riding that razor's edge. And at one point, he's like, no, hey, whoa, hey.
PG.
Almost PG. I'll be honest, I almost forgot. We're also joined here by Farmer Donkey. Farmer Donkey, how you doing tonight?
Doing fantastic. Finally moved in.
Oh, very nice. We're lastly joined here, but certainly not leastly, by the FS Encyclopedia, Will T Gaming. Will, how are you doing tonight?
Well, since I got the food stuck between my teeth out, better.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that you got your situations worked out there. I'm just saying that's a good thing. It's a good thing. So, are you all prepared for one wild and crazy night loaded with mods? I anticipate that tonight is going to run extremely late. I'm thinking maybe even a 24-hour stream. I mean, we got so much stuff over this past week. I mean, wait. My show notes are wrong. What's going on here? I need to fire my assistant. Yeah,
I mean, you said 24 hours.
It's
Look,
okay. I quit
I'm off
when you
tomorrow.
said-
Let's go for it. I got a case of Monster in the fridge. I'm good to go.
I got coffee. We're good. You know what? I'm off tomorrow. We're good.
Well, I'm definitely not off. So, but no, we did not get that much in the ways of mods this week.
We got
That's actually
17 total.
17 total mods. That's not a lot.
Besides
all.
updates.
Yeah, we got quite a few updates. We got a few maps to go over, especially, but that's not going to be a whole heck of a lot of time. But I don't know, gentlemen, what do you think? You want to get started with this?
And also, there's not a whole lot of news either, so we'll fly right through that too.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, we got to start somewhere, and I think that somewhere is Harvest Valley by Bartson V3, and I think that's Simpson is how it's pronounced. 454.79 megabytes to download. This is a North American map. And if we take a look at it, you can see in the picture reel right there, this one is all right. It was all right. I gave this one a solid 4 out of 5. I did enjoy this. So the color palette was, for the most part, really good on this one. We did have that kind of toned down color palette, so it wasn't like all popping with colors and stuff like that, with the exception in the forestry areas for the most part. That one didn't really make a lot of sense to me, so it kind of like comes as a shock as you're driving around and all of a sudden you see a bunch of trees with a bunch of flowers underneath of it. So it's just kind of pops a little bit, but because it's always in the shadows, that pop is limited in that regard. So I kind of was okay with it for the most part. Hills and undulations, for the most part, it was relatively flat, especially on the roads that you're driving on. With the exception of a few bridges and stuff like that, where it's kind of like just mounded over it, so it had an excuse to create an overpass for some reason. But this is a map that we've had over the past, two game cycles here, in FS19 and FS22. It was under a different name in FS19. It was under the name Samasi Wilkie, and it was created by a different creator. But Bartson V3 did bring it into FS22. So overall, like I said, 4 out of 5, it was nice. If you like that kind of traditional American style map with the big fields, squared off kind of thing, you kind of have that kind of set it and forget it kind of vibe to it, then this is going to be right up your alley. I thought this was nice, and it definitely did have some nice little details to it, but for the most part, it's definitely going to be one of those maps I feel is going to have like a almost hit or miss kind of feel to it. But yeah, overall, did enjoy it. Let's start with you, ISG. What do you think of this one?
Personally, this is going to be a pass for me. Number one, square fields. Number two, the forest areas are even square. I mean, come on. From a design standpoint and a realistic standpoint, this map makes no sense. I mean, granted, yes, the map maker did say fictional map. All right, I'll give him credit there. At least he was honest. But yeah, it's just not going to work for me.
Fair enough. And what about you, Donkey? What did you think of it?
So you're right on the money. This map really is great for a niche of players. Unfortunately, I don't fall into that. I'm not a big fan of square fields, and to me, this map is really flat compared to what I would play. It's not completely flat, but it's still a little too flat for me, so it is going to be a pass here.
And Will?
I mean, for it being flat and squared off fields, I'm that kind of guy that likes to do my own fields. I don't really hire workers. It's very rare I ever will. But I will state that it is very good looking. It's a high quality detail in it. But I like fields that have like hills and ones that I actually have to like go around curves with, not just squared off fields. So for me personally, it's gonna be a pass.
Fair enough to everyone. And one thing I did forget to do is give some shout outs there in the chat. I see a whole bunch of you out there. Rail fanning Jonah, of course, with the stream snipe. Jonah strikes again. Jonah, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I see Ken and Pippa and Gary Miller. We also have, let's see, Austin. Who else? We got Reaver Time Gaming. Jeff, how is everybody doing tonight? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. All right, so the next one we have, of course, is the JCB 435. This is by Ostblocker Agrar TV, 8.47 megabytes to download. That name, that's a mouthful. But this is $155,000, $155,500. Stage 4 at 235 horsepower. They do have a stage 5 at 252. And yeah, we have ourselves a little wheel loader. And not only that, but I want to give a huge shout out to Farmer Donkey for taking some initiative here tonight and setting up a little something special here for us. So let me head back to this right here, and then bring us into into this. The game itself. Farmer Donkey was kind enough to go ahead and set up a whole bunch of mods for us to look at here tonight. So we do have the JCB right here in front of us. Now, again, looking at our closest comparables as we tend to do here, let's see, we do have the JCB 435S base game. So base game is 199,500. So this is actually $45,000 cheaper. Is my math massing? No. Yeah, 45,000. So this one here, I mean, everything looks to be about right, about the same. You can see 235. Actually, the one in base game is a little bit more powerful at 252 horsepower compared to the starting of 235 horsepower. So horsepower being kind of relative in regards to the wheel loaders and stuff like that, because you're not really made to pull anything with. So really it's all about just the lifting kind of aspect. So you can pretty much lift anything as long as you have enough tail weight, heavy enough to kind of counteract that. So overall, I kind of like this. It's only 9 megabytes to download, so it's definitely kind of toned back. You can see some of the kind of different setups that we have. So we definitely have the different stages of engines. We got light bars, which is always nice. Trailer hitches, which you can kind of see, on the backside over here. So you can hook up a little trailer to it. Color palette and stuff like that, but nothing too outside of the kind of norm as like game changer-esque. I mean, we can get this thing up to 252 horsepower, which is the same exact as what we can get here. Hence the reason why you can get this a little bit cheaper. My guess is that if we were to crank this up to the higher RPM, so 155. So it's still actually cheaper than the one in base game. So overall, for an additional 9 megabytes, yeah, I'd download this. Why not? You can save yourself about 40 grand, and you can get yourself a couple of little different options there. So very nice. Also, yes, this is what I blame for the technical difficulties. You can see him standing up on top of there, ISG. What do you think of this one?
Personally, I'm not a big fan of the wheel loaders, but they are one of the other various types of equipment that I will use if I have to, to unload like a silage bunker or something like that. But as far as normal usage, I'll just stick with base game on these.
And Donkey, what do you think?
I mean, it is in our base game, but the ability to get it in a lower stage, get it at a easier price to handle, definitely something worth for my smaller farm shenanigans, and then still be able to upgrade it later on even though it doesn't cost any more to change the motor out. I mean, you know what? I'll give it a download.
And Will?
Well, I will definitely say that, I mean, it's JCB. And my favorite saying is JCB, junk coming from Britain. It is nice. It does sound really good. For me personally, I don't really use JCB. If I use wheel loader, it's either going to be Kloss or it's going to be Volvo. Mainly the Volvos I stick to. There are some pretty good options. I just showed them off. Every single wheel configuration has literally the exact same thing. So you have like your standard, your wide 2s, your narrow twins, your twin wheels, and then back to standard. So that is nice. It comes with that option. So, I mean, overall, it's going to be a pass for me. But if you like JCB, then there it is. There is a reverse camera in it, but it does not work. Do you have the Plains and Prairies? I mean, not the Plains and Prairies, the Mercedes DLC installed or no?
I didn't install any of the DLCs.
Oh.
I can for next week.
Yeah, see, I always install that just so I can check the cameras, because there is one in there, so I don't know if it works or not. So.
Fair enough. All right, the next one we have here, go back to the screen, bounce around, is the Deutzfahr Series 9. This is by Sorzi Manu, BFM Zorzi Manu. 16.13 megabytes to download. Got a starting price of $246,000, 295 horsepower starting. So again, if we zip on back to our game here and check this little beauty out. Looks real good, sounds real good as well. I'm getting hung up on all the other stuff that's around it, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at what else we got here in base game under our medium tractors, I do believe. Let's see.
Large.
Oh, it is a large. Oh, this is the Series 9. Duh. So closest one we're gonna have here. Let me go back to the screen and just kind of Let's see, 295 horsepower starting. So that's gonna put us. Oh, that's gonna put us at the Fendt 900 Vario territory at $327,500. This thing starts at $246,000, and that is a savings of about 80-ish grand, give or take. This will give you 296 horsepower to where the Deutz-Fahr will give you 295, so you're only missing out on 1 horsepower. And yeah, if we take a look at it here in the menu, you can see that you do have a top speed on this thing of 37 miles an hour. So that right off the bat, being able to get around to the map just a little bit quicker, that is one reason why I do like these Deutz-Fahrs. The same reason why I like the JCBs in game too, the fast tracks specifically. But it always seems like the fast tracks always have that issue of being able to get out of their own way. Like, it takes forever for you to be able to get up to speed in those. But you do get a bunch of different options in here. You can see we have the engine hood old, we got new hoods, we got the Yes Design 1 Deutz Green.
I like black
to
too.
the Black Beauty. What's that?
I like the black too.
The black too is nice. It's more of like a matte kind of finish, but it also has all those kind of open bezels in there as well. So you can see like the engine inside and all that. That's pretty slick. You got the Deutz 3, which is kind of that's still kind of a blackish, almost like a blackish green maybe. Yeah, but then you go back to your Java green and all that, so you do get some good options on this and the ways of color palettes. That's all kind of predetermined. Does get up to 336 horsepower, and got our warning signs. We've got our display system, so all that is very nice. Tinted windows, you get some good options with this. So overall, what do I think of this one? For 17 megabytes, and you get all that stuff with it, you know what? Sign me up for this one. Absolutely. And I keep getting stuck on everything. Donkey? How could you put all this stuff in my way?
Organization-ish?
And I keep getting distracted by ISG just running around in that get-up. ISG, what do you think of this one?
I mean, it's pretty. It has a passenger seat that you can't use. So, I mean, it'll get you around the map fast, so that's a plus. I'd give it a shot. I would definitely download it if I could throw somebody in the passenger and take them along for my shenanigans.
Donkey, what do you think?
I mean, for me, the price is just right. I love Deutz for how cheap they are. But you still get a lot of bang for your buck with it. So this would definitely be one of the biggest tractors I have on my farm. But yeah, you know what? It's worth the download size for me. I'll give it a download.
And Will, what do you think?
Well, not. I mean, I'm not a huge Deutz fan, but I will say this mod is very beautiful. The modder did a great job. Especially you can decide if you want left, right, or both beacons, which becomes standard as both. Of course, you got your different engine horsepower going up to 336, which is not awful. Plus, you have all your different looks for it. And then your wheel configurations, which some of them don't have like narrow wheels and narrow twins. Some of them do, some of them don't. To be able to take off those horrible UK looking road signs is fantastic.
Tell us how you really feel.
I just and then also having like all the different kind of beacon selections, which goes up to 9. And be able to basically color this the way you want it to. I do like it, and if I was running a Deutz-Fahr like farm, I would definitely have this on there. So it does sound really good too.
Excellent.
Could not have shown me that.
Uh-oh. What shenanigans did you... Oh, dear. Well, that actually leads up to our next one here. Let's go ahead and switch on back to this screen. And we've got the... No, I'm sorry. I lied. It's not the next one just yet. We got the John Deere 2510H. This is by LR Modding. 53.83 megabytes to download. And this is going to be under cultivators. $136,510. $160 horsepower is required. 11.5 meters in working width. So again, if we kind of take a look at the game here, let's go ahead and swivel on back. We're talking about this big boy. This is one of our cultivators here, and we kind of discovered something here. Before you hook up to that thing, we kind of discovered a little flaw, as you just saw. Now, does it... Oh, hey, collision.
Nope. You can still walk right through it. You're catching...
Oh, no.
Yeah, the jack is the only thing with collision on the tongue.
But we do have ourselves a little cultivator here. So taking a look at what we can get in base game under cultivators. Let's see, with an 11.5 meter working width, that puts us somewhere in the facility of... Well, that's going to be close to the Vaderstat NZ Extreme, 14.25, 14.25. Wow, yes, words are hard tonight. $128,000 to buy. So taking a look at that, the $128,000 compared to $136,500 for the John Deere there, you're actually going to spend quite a bit less, about, what is that, $8,000 less for the Vaderstat here in base game rather than the John Deere mod. And the Vaderstat's 14.3 meters, the John Deere is only 11.5. So spend less, get more. I'm going with the Vaderstat. I'm going to say go ahead and pass on this. And this is almost 54 megabytes to download. Now, don't get me wrong. It looked good. Looks really good. Look at that. It's all kind of splayed out there. It does have some really fine detail, but I'm going to save my money, my megabyte size, and I'm going to get a bigger piece of equipment for cheaper. So overall, it's going to be a hard pass for me. Let's start with you, ISG. What do you think?
So yeah, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. This thing says requires 160 horsepower versus the Vertistat's 400 horsepower. So I can hook this thing to my small medium tractor and call it a day.
You know what? That's a fair point. That's actually a very, very fair point. Yeah, 400 horsepower compared to 160 is a lot more, actually. So, yeah, you might be spending about, what I say, about $8,000 more, but you are going to need about $100,000 less of a tractor. Actually, probably more than that, actually. So, yeah, it kind of works out. So, you know what? ISG, you swayed me. Yeah, I changed my mind. Even though it's still 54 megabytes to download, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I can see myself diving into that realm.
Yeah, now there's only one downside to this thing. It's the wrong shade of red.
Wrong shade of red, I do agree.
BD, you forgot something.
Donkey? No, I know, we're getting there.
Okay.
Donkey, what do you think of this part?
This part, I mean, after watching that unfold animation, I love how slow it is. Like, farm equipment's not fast, so love that detail. So many fine details on it. I almost wish the gauges worked, but this looks absolutely phenomenal. And yes, it is the wrong shade of yellow, but I'd still download it.
Will, what do you think?
So this is the mod I want to talk about. I absolutely love this. I actually got this early access, and I helped test it for LR modding. I will state that that I do want to clarify with something. Oh, ISG.
Uh-oh.
Trying to get a look under it.
Oh, is that when it's just in this without the tank hooked up, you can't do anything. So it won't even cultivate.
Right.
So you need the tank. It's kind of like that Demco one that he came out with, where it basically puts liquid fertilizer down. Now, if you're on PC and if you have that liquid lime, this will put lime down. Also, the in the store here, if I go back up to cultivators, and it says right here that it has 11.5 meter working width. That's wrong. This is actually this is a 13 meter working width.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I absolutely do love this, and he's got a couple more really awesome mods coming. So, and most of them, yes, are John Deere.
Well, and that gets us to the second part of this mod, is the John Deere 2510H tank, which is right over here. So both of these come together, so it's making a little bit more sense of why this is 54 megabytes. Not only do you get this cultivator over here, but you also get this tank. And this is made for your liquid fertilizers, correct?
Yes, no herbicide, just liquid fertilizer.
Yes. So as you're cultivating, you can put down a layer of herbicide, liquid fertilizer. Now, where can we find that that tank there?
Sprayers. Under.
Oh, it is under sprayers.
Yeah.
Okay, so sprayers. You can see it. There it is. $27,995 for this. Holds 5,488 liters of liquid fertilizer. So again, it kind of gives you that little double whammy, allows you to put in just a little bit something extra into the ground in one pass, which is nice. If you're going to be ripping through and cultivating, then it does work out really well. But the only problem is that when you're talking about playing with something like precision farming or whatnot, this is actually going to be a little bit of disadvantage, because you want to try and get that all in one pass, like with a seeder and whatnot. The less passes, the better in precision farming. So it's one of those that I do play with precision farming. It's one I do like it, but I don't know. I still think this is a cool mod. I think I'd still go with it. Let's see. I think I made it around the group with the cultivator. Let's go with ISG for the tank.
Well, you know, only because it comes with the cultivator would I download this. But this thing right here, it just makes everything way too long for what I would normally do. My fields aren't generally that big, so I really wouldn't need anything like that for them. But I mean, great concept. Just wish they would have given a little more detail on the tanks, maybe some decals, something, put some warning label, something on there. Just something to kind of clean it up, make it look a little bit better.
Donkey, what do you think?
I mean, I like how the only amount of green on this is the trailer hitch. But it absolutely looks phenomenal. Like the dry brake coupling on the hose looks great. So many little details. Yeah, I get there's no decals on it, but you know what? I can kind of live with that. The only thing that really kind of is going against it for me is it is going to be more of a challenge to work with precision farming. Now, like I could see using this for a crop that takes a lot of fertilizer anyway, but as far as using this to rip up a grass field and replant it, or soybeans, it's not really worth it to me. So I mean, I'd still take it just to play around with it. But as far as precision farming, I might just turn it off to use this.
Fair enough. And Will, you gonna double down on the tank?
So, for me, well, of course, it all comes in one bundle, and I love the whole bundle. Especially being on PC, having liquid lime is a huge thing. So I use this in a lot of fields, especially with the tank, and that for liquid lime. Unfortunately, it's not on all platforms, which stinks. But I mean, I could see it for liquid fertilizer. I mean, there are some cases it can be very useful, but especially if you're doing corn, I think that would be very, very helpful for that. But like what I stated, though, if you are on PC and you have the liquid lime thing installed, I would definitely recommend it, because you can put lime down while cultivating. So
I think I'm making it angry. Like legit, I just bump it and it acts like it's going to go flying off the handle at me. But the detail on the, I keep zooming in on these springs here, and just the detail on it is legit. Oh my goodness, you are trying to run me over. But let's move on to the next one, shall we? We've got, let's go back to here. We've got the compaction roller. This is by Nico Do 55. 1.84 megabytes to download, $6,500 to buy, and 3 meter working with. So that is actually this guy right over here. And here. That's right, you're not seeing double. Well, you kind of are. But we have 2 configurations on this one. So what this is you actually have a wheel loader configuration and you have a 3-point configuration. So for those of you who likes to do silo compaction, working in bunker silos, this might be the thing for you. Taking a look at what we've got here in base game under silo compaction. Base game, the only thing we have is the Holaris Stego 485 Pro, $19,500. This is only $6,500. I mean, working with does it really matter when it comes to your bunker silos? I don't know. It's one of those that I could hear an argument either way. But you can see we do have multiple configurations: front loaders, telehandlers, wheel loaders, JCB, Q-fit, and 3-points. So you get all sorts of different connections for this. All your kind of working with stuff, or I'm sorry, all your working tools you have access to use this with. And it's pretty nice. Now, Will, tell us what you were telling us earlier in regards to this particular mod.
Yes. Well, we don't have a multi-fill station, do we?
No.
All right. Well, while you guys are probably moving on to, probably talking about the next map update and everything, I'll probably see what I can do. I'd rather show it than talk about it. But basically these, like the second that you go up onto like a silage pile or like a chaff pile, basically that you're putting in a for bunker silo, this will compact it super fast. And when I mean super fast, like almost instantly.
And for that reason alone, I would highly recommend this one. I mean,
You put
for
one
me
down,
personally,
doggy?
I put down
Donkey. Put down
silo.
a bunker silo. All right, where'd you put it at?
on the field with everything else.
Okay. I'm going to steal this one trailer from this pack. I'll bring it back.
thief!
Oh, okay.
Head him off at the pass. So all that being said, yeah, this one is going to be a must download. It's very rare that I do silage compaction just because it's one of those kind of things that just takes a lot of patience, which I don't have a lot of. So it's just one of those that anything that kind of make it a little bit quicker is going to be a huge bonus for me. So yeah, for me, definitely going to download this one. What do you think there, ISG?
Oh, this thing's definitely... Look, I've spent way too many times driving back and forth over my piles of chaff trying to compact them. That thing will make my life so much better.
And
Sign me up.
100%.
oh, are you putting grass in there or something?
Yeah, I'm going to fill it with chaff.
Cool. And then I'll bring this over and I'll show you what I mean. So.
All right, and Donkey, what do you think?
I mean, the fact that I can put it on any piece of equipment that I have, even better. I kind of want to use it with a telehandler just to see what it's got there.
Hey, Donkey, give me permission so I can build this thing.
You have admin permission. Well, hold on. Can I?
I don't know if it's going to let me fill it. You may have to fill it and dump it.
Whoa.
There's nothing in here, bud.
No, it wouldn't let me fill it.
Oh. I see what you're saying. So anyways, Donkey, you said, what were, did I get to you, Donkey? No, I'm
Yes, you did.
I did.
It's a definite download for me.
definite download. Will, what do you think?
Oh, this is a must have if I mean, it's for like everybody. I mean, even for me, I'm that kind of guy that likes to go off like realism, so you know, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But sometimes, if you're also me and you also have tens of thousands of cows, and you're doing a lot of bunker silo work, this is going to come in very, very handy. So yeah, this is an absolute must, and I'll show you what I get, what I mean once we get this filled up.
I don't know the command.
Type in fill, and it should be something about fill add or if you have def or not.
All right. Well, while you guys are figuring that out, catching up with the chat here, looks like we got a whole bunch of happy Easters from everybody. Happy Easter, everyone. Hope you had an amazing one so far. Rail Fanning Jonah with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Jonah. Greatly appreciate it. Says, hello, BDD, Sim Guy, Donkey, and Will T. Hello, Jonah.
What's going on,
Let's
Joe?
see. We got, Jonah also says, but I need that one extra horsepower, LOL. We all need that one extra horsepower there, Jonah. I mean, let's be honest there. Let's see. So that is caught up with the chat there, and it looks like
I do have some over here. Philippa Thompson, what's going on? Says, hello, William, or Will T Gaming. And then Bobby Welch says, hi, Will and BDD. What's going on?
Bobby, how's it going there, bud?
Are we still trying to figure this out?
Yeah. I'm about to just grab a mower.
At this point, I would just grab a mower and just grab a loading wagon or something.
Well, I'll tell you
Oh,
what
yeah.
there, fellas. While you're figuring that out, I am going to head back to the shop there and continue on going. We can pick this up
Well,
at
that's
another
it.
time. Oh, that's it for the... Oh, so if that's the case, gentlemen, what's your favorite one for this day? Let's start with you, ISG.
ISG?
If that compaction tool works the way Will states, that would be my top.
And Donkey, what do you think?
Oh, I'm definitely all for the compaction tool as well.
Will?
For me, it's going to be a tie between the compaction roller and the John Deere 2510H.
And for me, it's going to be that compaction roller by Nico Duke 55. I mean, just the simple fact that it's less than 2 megabytes to download, it's $6,500 to buy. I mean, those two factors right there means that it's not going to take up enough space and it's not going to take up a lot of my money. So that's awesome. And if it works exactly the way that Will says it does, which I have no reason to doubt what he's saying, it's, yeah, that's going to be a huge time and energy saver. Love that. Love, love, love it. And it's universal fit on just about any piece of equipment that you can throw at it. So, gotta love all those things. Now, we did have an update to Geistal. This is the map by Lucas G. This is the ridiculously detailed map. Do love this map. 1,330 megabytes for this one. But this is update version 1.2.3.0. And the log reads, no new save is required, minor bug fixes, increased capacity from the 1.5 megawatt BGAs. 1.5 megawatt BGA silos can now be sold, and the build menu now includes extra silos for clover alfalfa in the correct size. Additional large silos for clover alfalfa are available in the shop. Added extra manure heaps for pigs at Gaslehuber? Don't you make fun of my pronunciation of a word I don't know what it is. For all I know, I cursed at you in German, and I wouldn't know any different. Lastly, it says, added spelt to the existing grain mills. So, went through this one. I haven't posted the video to this yet, but I did go through it. I did make the video. I did see that Well, I didn't know what the actual capacities were of the 1.5 megawatt BGAs prior to this, so I couldn't confirm or deny that. But I did see that the bunker silos at the BGAs could be sold, and that there are ones that are built into the menu that will accept clover and alfalfa, as well as just your normal products. So basically, the way that they've got this set up is they basically got 3 separate bunker silos now. The first one being for your normal, chaff and grass and things like that. The second one being for clover, and the third one being for alfalfa. So it's like hyper, like specific as to which one will work for which, and that one seems to be working just fine. Also, they had different configuration and amounts for the type of bunker silos that they have available in the shop. Over at the Gosselhuber farm, I did see a manure pit, like a manure heap, but I didn't see extra manure heaps. So I don't know what that is regarding. It's one of those that I thought that I had seen that manure heap there before, so it wasn't something that really kind of stood out as there being, again, extras. And then spelt being added to the grain mills, I confirmed that one to be good. So yeah, like that one. ISG, anything you want to add to that update?
I'm just glad to see that he went back and added in the things that were missing with those new crops. It's always good to see somebody taking care of the map and going back and making sure that those things are where they need to be.
And you make a good point there about going back and making sure that you're keeping up with the map. And that's the one thing I've seen this map maker do on a very consistent basis, especially with this map, is going back and making sure, because this isn't the first update. There's been several updates up until this point. The one thing that I will kind of point out is that I'm fairly certain that this particular map maker specifically said in the beginning, let me find it, if I would stop. Wow. Okay, there it is. Right at the very beginning, the map maker says, no new save games are required for future content. This, I was very skeptical about when I first read this, when this map first came out, because if you go down the changelog, I think it was the second or third update, it says fix bunker silos at Minebauer only on new save games. Well, that would tell you that you actually have to have a new save game for future content. Now, I understand what they're saying. They're saying that you don't have to have a new save game in order to update the map. You're just going to be missing on a few of those updates, kind of thing. It's just going to be kind of hanging out. So just a little pet peeve of mine when map makers do this is like, oh, well, it's not required. It's not, you don't have to update. Well, yeah, but then you don't get everything that the changelog's entailing. So anyways, Donkey, anything you want to add to that update?
Real quick before Donkey says something. So going back to him stating that no new save games are required for future updates, that is a very bold statement, because of the simple fact that if he makes any terrain adjustments, any adjustments to anything that was pre-placed placeable on the map, that's going to require a new save. So that's one of those things that, if he moves anything around as far as those things go, that will require a new save for the effects to be seen. Now, just because you put in there that it's not required, but yet you're going to put something in there that it is required to see it, you're kind of contradicting yourself. So please don't put that statement on there, because you never know what is going to come up in the process of doing an update that may require a new save. Please don't put that in that statement. That's all I request.
And I'm right there with you, ISG. That, like I said, when I saw that when this map first dropped, I'm like, man, that's a bold statement. And the reason I picked up on that is specifically the terrain on this map is ridiculous. And to sit there and to think that there might not be anything that needs to shift around, not anything that's going to change from one moment to the next, I mean, that's confidence. That's bravado right there. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, this is an amazing map. This is a beautiful map. But it's one of those that immediately within not the first but the second update that came out, and it was a big update. Like these are not small updates. You can see the change logs here. But that second one, it literally says fix bunker silos at Minebauer only on new save games. Like that's a big contradiction right there. And I went into it last week in regards to updates from another map maker about how, hey, don't drag your name through the mud because you're gonna be, you're gonna make people upset. You're gonna rub people the wrong way, and that one kind of rubbed me the wrong way personally. Donkey, anything you want to?
Speaking of that other map maker, he had an update released this week for one of his maps. Oh, I'm sure we'll discuss that later.
I don't think we will because I think that was PC Mac only, and thankfully, because yes, I was angry again. I was angry all over again.
Oh no.
But yeah, it was the same exact scenario.
Literally identical. For those who don't know what we're talking about, may have missed the last show. There was a map maker who put out an update. Basically, it said that they updated the map to include a bunch of different fruit types, bunch of different crop types, some minor details around the map, and then they were able to fix the sleep triggers and wardrobe trigger at the main farm. For the first 2 updates they did, it did work. For every other update, because they basically did a universal blanket on all their maps, they've got several maps out on the mod hub, none of them worked. Not a single one beyond the first couple worked. It was a very obvious a copy and paste, and they thought it would apply across the board. It did not. And yeah, I went on to a pretty decent sized rant. I'm gonna try and abstain from doing that here tonight. Try being the key word. Donkey, please take it away because I can feel my ranty pants getting prepped right as we speak.
I mean, I definitely do like seeing the amount of pride that the modder has here, and going back and repeatedly doing updates to make minor adjustments, making major adjustments. I do agree that that is a very bold statement to say that none of your future updates are going to require a new save, because you never know what's going to happen. So besides that statement being in there, I definitely do like that they're still going back and making those updates that are needed for the map.
100%. And Will, anything you want to add?
Well, I definitely have to agree, basically on everything that everyone did state. So I'm very happy that he's coming out with updates. This is a very beautiful map, and I'm just happy that he's keeping up on updates. Oh, by the way, here you go.
Oh, you got it all filled up? All right, hold on. Let me get over there.
Gasselhuber.
What?
What?
What'd you call me?
No, here we go. Ready?
Hold on.
Gasselhuber.
I do not appreciate your tone.
No, that was that word.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I was using Google to do
look,
announce.
all I got to say on that is yes, ma'am.
All right, let's see.
Also, real quick, Bobby says, not too bad. I'm going back to work at Ruger again next Monday. I hope everyone is doing well. BDD, I hope your girls have fun hunting Easter eggs. I've yet to find all the 3 eggs I hid for myself. And then,
Oh boy.
and then Bobby also says, Will, I can hear you a lot better now. That's great. And Farm with Outlaw says, hi everyone. What's going on, man?
Yeah, my little girls, they had an absolute blast here today. We ended up renting in one of those jump houses, and yeah, they ended up just going to town all day. And now they're having a small coma as we speak. So, yes.
That's awesome. The floor of the trailer pushed me back into the rollers.
All right, here we go.
I literally looked and saw just ISG right at the last minute just running into the blades of that contraption there. Let's see it there, Will. Bring it on home.
I'm waiting for everyone to get over here. All right, so you see how it says what is it, like 0% right now or something?
0%.
The Lord is down.
Whoa!
All right, that's ball.
Told
Take
you.
my money right now.
Told you.
Take my money. Dude, you made it like here in the pile, and it was 100%.
2 feet, we're done.
I told you it was super fast. Now, of
You
course,
didn't lie.
now, of course, imagine if it was completely full. Managed to go up. Like, Mr. Silly P filled an entire bunker, and he just drove it up, not even like a foot in, and it was already done.
That's
Wow.
ridiculous.
I didn't lie to you guys. Like, yes.
I don't think a single
Finally,
person here on
somebody
this show,
made one of those that does the job. It states.
Yeah, I don't think a single one of us there, Will, didn't thought that you were lying at any point in time on this. But yeah, no, that's ridiculous. That are you sure Ridiculous Dominic didn't make that?
Nope.
Just saying. All right, let's catch up with the next ones here. Looks like we've got the New Holland CR1090, the Collector Edition. This is 92.02 megabytes to download by NASA B82. We have a starting price of $628,500, 700 horsepower here. Also comes with the header for it for $117,500, 12 meters working with. Also has the Draper header for $135,000 and 13.7 meter working with. You also get the corn header with this as well for $88,000. So taking a look at what we got here in the game, let's go ahead and zip on over. And of course, we're talking about Will's favorite.
No.
That's why he's driving it.
No.
That is why he's driving.
Couldn't wait to get in it.
Couldn't wait at all. So we got ourselves the New Holland in this kind of tacky red color. It's not the right red, but I can't blame it for trying to imitate. Imitation is the best form of flattery. So checking out what we got here in
Hey,
base.
my hiding spot.
Oh my goodness. Shenanigans. Anyways, we've got it here in base game. What do we got here that's going to be close to 700 horsepower? And let's see, does this have 14,500? Is this going to be pretty much close to what we have here in base game? I'm pretty sure it is. Let's see, CR10. Well, we do have the CR11 here in base game, 775 horsepower and 20,000 liter of capacity. I don't see anything that's going to come close to that other than, let's see, 14,500. All right, well, we do have this, the Kloss 6900 for $405,500. It's got a starting horsepower of 507 and a capacity of 13,500 liters. So right off the bat, you're going to be able to spend about $200,000 more and get, what is that, about an extra 1,000 liters of capacity. I mean, yeah, that's a big yikes. But you are getting about 200 extra horses out of this thing. So, I mean, if horsepower is going to be your thing, then yeah, you can spend an extra $200,000. For me personally, this is going to be under the yikes category for a lot of different reasons. Number one, the capacity. I mean, you're talking for 1,000 liters extra. You can get the New Holland for an extra 200 grand. You can also get the horsepower. Now, yes, the horsepower does come in handy because you can use the bigger headers and all that stuff. That's all fine and dandy. Me personally, I'm not going to spend $200,000 plus an extra $100,000 for a massive header if I can use the base game Kloss here. And at 93 megabytes, this is going to be a huge pass for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks amazing. Like, it does look really good. It does have a lot of key details to it. I love the tracks on it. I mean, all that kind of stuff is fantastic. And it does come with all the kind of bells and whistles. It comes with the different size headers on it, especially the Draper headers, which are my favorite because it has the built-in trailers in it, so you don't have to lose it or, you know, set it off to the side. And you do get the corn header that all kind of color coordinates. So that's all fine and dandy, and you can kind of tell where all that megabyte size is coming from. But $200,000 plus megabytes plus all the extras, no thank you. No thank you whatsoever. It's going to be a hard pass. ISG, what do you think?
Well, I mean, it's the wrong shade of red, but it's at the same time it's red. So, I mean, I'd give it a shot if I ever decide to, do large scale farming, which is probably not going to happen anytime soon. But I mean, I do appreciate them putting it out there for somebody that wants to have something that commemorates that 100 years. So, good job to them.
Donkey, what do you think?
I mean, absolutely love it. Like, there's so many different configurations. You don't have to do the 100-year celebration version. You can go with your standard New Holland yellow, or you could even get the Black Lady edition of it, and it looks fantastic. Tons of different options. Is it something that I'm going to use a lot? No, because it'll take me a millennia just to be able to afford this on my farms. Looks great. It's worth a download for me.
Let alone get it down the road.
Right.
Will, what do you think? How much do you love your New Holland?
I do not like New Holland. I will say it's very highly detailed. Like, I'm just going around and showing off like all the nuts and bolts and like all the tubing and wiring and all that. It all looks very, very highly detailed. I will give the modder that. For anyone who runs a New Holland farm, you would absolutely love this. For me personally, it's going to be a hard pass. But it does look good, though. I will state that. So.
Absolutely. And this is the Fiat Centrano. You know what? I got to stop pronouncing words that I don't know. Moving on here. Let's see. Let's switch over to this. Go back over here. We have the, well, wouldn't you know, the New Holland CX580. This is by EE Mapping and it's 16.4 megabytes to download, $155,000 to buy, 258 horsepower, is starting, 8,300 liter capacity, and it does have unrealistic capacity as well. So let's go ahead and check out what we have here in base game. Go back here. Let's go ahead and click on this and check out what we have. So here under harvesters, let's see. We had the 8,300 liters, so that's going to put us somewhere. Oh, it's going to put us by the Fendt and the Massey Ferguson, the 5275 CSL, $265,000 by, 8,600 liter capacity and 306 horsepower. So again, to go through the high levels, $155,000 for the mod. This is $265,000. You're going to spend $115,000 extra for the base game version as opposed to the mod. The mod has 258 horsepower starting. This one has 306. So you are missing out on quite a bit of horsepower, about just shy of 50 horsepower, but it's I mean, not a ton at the end of the day. And the Fendt here in base game does get an extra 300 liters of capacity. So overall, for only 17 megabytes, and you can have, even an unrealistic capacity. Let's take a look what this looks like here in the menus. So you do have the engine of 258, 374, so all that. Let's see what this capacity does. 50,000 liters of capacity. Whoa, okay. So that's actually kind of cool if you don't mind doing things a little bit unrealistic, just a smidge. But overall, what do I think of this? I like this. I absolutely like this. If I want to kind of go out and just be a bit on the ridiculous side, well then I can go ahead and turn it up to 11. But if I don't want to be on the ridiculous side, I can use this as just its base game kind of tractor, which is really, or harvester. It's really nice and it does look good. It does have a nice little look to it. So overall, yes, I would download this. Why not? Aishi, what do you think?
Will, quick question for you. The interior of this, there's a screen that says camera not connected. Does this one support the Mercedes-Benz back?
I would not know because we don't have it installed.
Yeah.
I'm
assuming that it does because of that one screen that says that.
Oh, you know what? No, this one does. This one does.
Okay.
If you have it, so I just remembered that it does.
Okay.
Donkey, how could you? How could you, Donkey? You went and took the initiative, and then we appreciate you, Donkey. Don't get it twisted. Donkey, what do you think of this one?
Can I finish mine?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No.
No,
I know,
no,
right?
You're not allowed to.
Fine. I'm going home. All right, so yeah, this thing right here, this is right up my alley. The price is perfect on it for especially with that unrealistic capacity. Who needs a trailer? Just fill this thing up, drive it to your silo, and dump it out. But yeah, so price is perfect. Thing looks beautiful. Absolutely would download this.
Fair enough. Donkey, now you. What do you think?
Well, so I think it needs a little bit of a price cut because it's
I mean, you can
marked
fix
up
that.
at marked up at the same price as the New Holland CH 7.70, but it has way less capacity. But I mean, love the options. You get the extra horsepower and the unrealistic capacity, and those are all free, so you can toy around with that back and forth. So that's a great option to have if that's what you're looking for. It looks phenomenal. Love the camera. I will make sure next week that all the DLCs I have are installed.
There you go.
You might have to buy a few.
How could you, Donkey? How could you?
Uh,
Will?
For me personally, it's gonna be a hard pass. Well, it's like I was saying for the previous one. If you're running a New Holland farm, you want to start small and go your way up. This is definitely right up the alley. This one does not come with any headers or anything, but you can hit. There's a button in it that says combinations, and it'll show you which headers will work for it. I mean, I think it's funny because the modder, this AE mapping, also made those ridiculous updates to those maps. The ones that B2D refuses to talk about because he's going to get infumed. So,
To be fair, just because he made all those updates doesn't mean that he can't make a good mod. Just gonna throw that out there. And to me, this is a pretty good one. All right. Moving on. Let's go back to the other screen. Let's see. Ooh, we got the Lizard Art MPTO. This is by the Diablo. 3.68 megabytes to download, $3,700 to buy, and a max power output of 405 horsepower. So again, if we take a look at what we have here in, I think it's over here if I'm not mistaken. Or am I wrong? I'm wrong. Where is it?
next to the combine.
Next to the combine? Wait. Oh, there it is. Did you move it on me?
Yes.
That's what... Hey, we got a runaway trailer. Run!
This is as fast as she goes.
Them Duke boys. Anyways, that is so unsettling to see that thing just shift on its own.
Oh, ratio ass.
Oh. All we need is the hair and we have the full fable. Anyways, we got ourselves some stationary, power PTOs. I mean, that's what these are. It's oh, hey, the PTO actually turns. That's actually kind of cool. And it has horns for some reason. Anyways, now that this is what I'm... And there goes... There just goes whizzing by.
Oh, no. Go away. Go away. Go away. Hey, I didn't sign up for this.
Do I dare ask what's going on? Oh, he's trying to run us over.
We'll let you know when we figure it out.
All right, so what we got here is some stationary power for your implements. So think of the round baler, the Gavile round baler, this big old Vario Master V140. That's essentially what these are used for. is that it gives you something that you can buy without having to spend all the money on a tractor, or to utilize your tractor for anything other than what you want to use it around your farm. You would have to use it as kind of a stationary object rather than just being able to use it. So this is gonna be in its place, and this being only $3,750 is awesome. Now, there was a similar mod to this that came out a few weeks ago by BB Mods, and both of which are fantastic. These are just kind of gonna be the kind of dealer's choice. What is your kind of best means of transportation? So you can hook this up, using your trailer and get it down to your farm, do whatever you need to do. Hook it up to your equipment, you're fine. The other one by BB Mods, you can pretty much do the same thing. You can hook it up with like a front loader or telehandler, things like that, and then move around that way. I mean, both of them are going to get the job done. I love them both. I love this one. I absolutely will download this in a heartbeat to go along with it for, again, $4,000, and you get 400 horsepower. You figure for that same equivalent horsepower, or $400 or 400 horsepower, you're talking okay, that's going to be the Fendt 1000 Vario, and that's $382,000 that you're going to get for that specific equipment, for that tractor, for that horsepower range. So you're saving ridiculous amounts of money, near $400,000 in savings, all that alone. So it's amazing. Love these things. So glad to see that these are back here in game, both of them. This one is back in game. The one by BB Mods is new to FS22, or 25. Let's start with you, ISG. What do you think of this?
It won't pull the tractor. I'm highly disappointed.
Oh no shenanigans. I'm seeing that tire.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We still got some shenanigans. PTO drag races. Let's go. First one to travel 1 foot wins.
It's literally those people who literally take the tortoises and the turtles and stuff and they just race them in the little pens. There is no difference. Oh my goodness. Farmer Donkey, what do you think of this?
I mean, absolutely love the leveling feature that these ones have. It really brings that little bit of realism into it. You're not going to use a mobile PTO like this and not lift it up and level it out before firing it up. I like that they did add the ability to kind of drive it around for those fine adjustments instead of just backing it in and calling it a day. I mean, they did really great on this. For me, it kind of depends on what my needs are from a PTO, on which one of the two PTO mods that we have I'm going to use. But definitely going to add this to my list of mods.
So one of the things I will say that I am a little bit disappointed in is that on the previous editions, the kind of fuel, AdBlue, RPM, and temp, all those were kind of would turn on and off with the machine itself. So when you started the engine, it would actually turn on the lights and stuff. It was all static, it was all stationary, but that was a feature in the previous version of this. So I am disappointed to see that that's not in this version, but not the end of the world. Will, what do you think of this one?
They're not bad. I mean, it definitely gives another option out there. I will state, I personally prefer BB Mod's version better. But I mean, this right here gives a whole nother option, so, which is fantastic. But for me, it's gonna be a pass.
Hey, BDD, come look at
Yo.
the side of this one I'm in. The blue one.
The side of the
Come
blue
look.
one? No.
Yeah, come look at the RPM gauge on it.
It actually
Oh.
moves.
It does? Oh, I take back everything I said.
That is awesome.
That is awesome. Good call out there. So, let's see. Oh, yeah, look at that. RPM is rising. Okay, I take back everything I said. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, the next one we have is the Barn and Cowshed. This is by Leo, 62.33. Whoa. Sorry, I just got distracted by that nonsense of super strength.
Yeah, he's the only one that has it. I can't pick it up. I turned on my super strength, but it won't let me pick anything up on that.
62.33 megabytes to download, and we've got the small cow shed for $50,000. Will hold 15 cows, and the old barn for $50,000. Now, Donkey, where again did you say these are all set up?
They're all on field 84.
Right,
You're going to
Heading
start
north.
at the leftmost side.
right where the bunker was.
Aha! All right, so we've got this fancy building. Now, one thing I will say is Leo does incredible work with the textures, the design, how everything. Look at the brickwork that is on this building here. I mean, the masonry work that is in these window frames around the doors and all this stuff looks incredible. It just breathtaking how much detail there is. You got the straw that's on the kind of bedding and padding that's underneath here with the multi bricks and cobblestone on the bottom. Holy smokes. I love the straw on the walls there. That's just, and even, is that fly? That is fly paper. Guys, there is fly paper in the barn. There is fly paper. Like, details like that.
It
is
failed.
just-
Failed to catch a fly.
It's ridiculous. Like the level of detail, and then the actual old barn itself right next to it is, again, just as highly detailed, incredible looking. Love the kind of cobblestone that's on the ground here, paired along with the kind of like almost dirty, weathered look of the cement walls and stuff. Beautiful, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful everywhere you look. Leo does an incredible job. 63 megabytes to download. It's going to be a pass only because of that file size. It is immense. Don't get me wrong, I think it's worth every megabyte downloaded, but I don't know. I get it. I cannot get out of that whole mindset of being on console. To this day, I still can't do it. I want to. I desperately want to, but I just can't. ISG, what do you think?
Well, I'm not. Have you been in the little milk room over here yet? You need to come over.
Uh-oh. Let me out.
'Cause,
Milk room.
this room is fantastic.
Oh,
You got
okay.
refrigerators. You got your milk cans. And then right outside, you have your trigger for your milk. So, that had we just looked at this online instead of actually looking at it in game, we would have been like, well, they got a milk trigger, but where's the milk coming from? Now we know.
And I do like how you can actually get up in the loft too, pretty easily.
Yeah, it takes a couple jumps, but yeah. Now, I'm curious. Does that loft, is it able to store anything, or do you have to manually put it in?
You have to manually put it in there, but looks like there's also an opening over here where you can just toss out baby bells. Right over
Yeah, I
there.
saw that.
Right onto the feed trigger.
Yeah. Almost, yeah.
And it looks like so is this liquid manure or is this for manure?
That's liquid. That's slurry. You have to place on a manure heap to get
Okay.
to get manure. So very nice.
Yeah, I would definitely download this thing. This thing is kind of fantastic.
Can I
Doesn't hold a
disagree with
lot, but look. You can disagree with me if you want. I don't care. Go for it.
Donkey, what do you think?
So I actually like the little details, like the door here on just the shed. So if you look, it's actually held closed by these boards, and then when you open it, there's an animation that removes the boards, and they tuck them inside when the door is open. They tuck them in right here on the inside of the wall. I think like those little kind of details that makes it kind of like more lived in really makes it for me. I mean, am I going to use it for the cow barn? Probably not. I've never had a herd of just 15 cows. So, but I do like it. And I do think the only thing it's missing in the cow barn is a bucket. But all in all, it's definitely a download for me.
And Will?
Well, if I was on a Polish map, I would definitely install this. Like the level of detail on the ground, like the cobblestone on the ground looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, even in the garage, there's like a small little loft area, but you'll have to get like a telehandler up there. The and the cow barn, the amount of detail, and I believe if I remember correctly, Mr. Silly P said this was only 29 slots for the cow barn. So overall, yeah, I would definitely install it, and I would have to agree with I think it was ISG who said it that if we just looked at it online and be like, okay, we see a milk trigger, but where's the milk coming from? If you actually walk inside, you can actually see right where it's coming from. So
Fair enough. All right, gonna catch up with the chat here real quick. We got Pappas Farming Mods. How's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Says, what's going on? What's going on, Pappas? Got Ken says, hey, Pappas. We got Jay Meister. How's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic one as well. Dead Calm. How you doing? Hope you're having a great one as well. Says, I can see the show going to 24 hours of shenanigans in this new format. Oh, man. Shenanigans shall be afoot. Shall be afoot. Ken says, I prefer the other PTO that came out a few months ago, LOL. The show is now called Agribusiness Tonight Mod and Map Review Show, LOL. I don't know about all that, Ken. I don't know about all that. But, moving on to the next one here. Let's see, we got the Concrete Fence Pack. This is by, Scenic, I think? 2.99 megabytes to download.
You missed
and
one.
we got ourselves, what? Did I?
you missed two.
I missed a few of them. Holy crap. Let's try that again.
How dare you?
Yeah, right. How dare
The words.
you. The Thungarian.
No. No.
Thuringian.
Thuringian? Farmhouse? Sure. By Caster DS Aguilar Service, 16.4 megabytes to download. I'm convinced that I'd probably say about half of our audience comes here just to make me look, or just to hear me sound like a fool to pronounce these words. I don't know. I'm convinced. $185,000 to buy, and we also have the decoration version, again, for $185,000 to buy. Now, the house does come with a sleep trigger and a wardrobe trigger, and if we take a look at it here in the... helps if I'm actually in the game to look at it. Right next door. This is it. And you can see, does have that sleep trigger. Right, or that's a wardrobe trigger. ISG standing over top of it, so I didn't see what it was.
You're welcome.
Yep. And the sleep trigger right around the front side there. All in all, it does look really good. It's very highly detailed. It has a bunch of flowers, bunch of deco, bunch of waste bins on the side there. Like, everything about it is fair, except for one thing.
Can't go inside.
Well, can't go inside. Yes, so overall, I mean, for 17 megabytes to download, it's not bad. Not bad at all. But it's one of those that you can't go inside. But again, it's also made for a specific style of map. And unless I'm on that style of map, it's not even going to be worth a consideration. But if I am on that map, then why not? I would download it for 17 megabytes. Now, the price, $185,000, it's a bit steep, but that kind of lines up with what you would have to pay for it. Something realistic. So, yeah, why not? I would install this if I was on the right map. ISG, what do you think?
At least the triggers work. I'll give them that.
Important.
Burn.
Other than that, it's a pass.
Ranty pants, ranty pants, ranty pants. Donkey. Save me.
I mean, it does look phenomenal, but I mean that big thing of not being able to go inside really puts a damper on it for me. And also, how many different recycling bins do you need? Because all 4 of these are recycling bins.
Guys. Guys. I think ISG needs some help.
He is beyond it tonight.
He's a pirate now.
Will, what do you think?
Hard pass. It does look very, very good, don't get me wrong, but you can't go inside. I mean, even if you made it so the garage would open up and you could park a car inside, that's better than nothing, but, I mean, yes, I do have to agree. The triggers do work. So.
All right, the next one is the Storage Hall by Yan89. This is 1.05 megabytes to download, $22,400 to purchase. And it's a storage hall. That's it. But it looks good. Does have some good detail work to it. I like the kind of concrete... What the... Oh. All of a sudden, a shadow just came blitzing across the screen there, and I look up, and there's a donkey just hovering around. But I like the concrete base that it has, the wood top. It's got that kind of good look and feel to it. Definitely seems like something that you can just kind of utilize for just kind of simple purposes for only 2 megabytes, less than 2 megabytes, really. And $22,000 to purchase. It's not bad. There's nothing that I can see that's like overtly wrong with it. Donkey might be giving us some other opinions as he's sitting there flying around, but overall, yeah, I'd consider downloading this. Why not? ISG, what do you think?
I would get this. It's almost rustic enough for what I'm looking for. The concrete looks to be too brand new, but other than that, yeah, I would give this one a shot. It'll hold the equipment that I need. Doesn't have a massive footprint, anything like that. So, yeah, I'll take it.
Donkey?
So there's definitely a few details on here that I really do like. One, there's no lip as soon as you come in. It's a big thing there. Nothing like driving into a shed and hitting a bump as you go in.
True.
They like the little details that I was flying around looking at. They did a board interior with the shingles on top, so that looks phenomenal. And I do think their plywood's a little thick, but you know what? Who am I to judge? All in all, it looks great. It's worth a download.
Who are you to judge? You are a co-host in Agribusiness Tonight. That's kind of what we do.
Fair. Oh wait, I just
Well.
noticed something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
What'd you notice?
your flashlight was shining through the roof.
Yeah, I see air gaps.
There, BDD, go around there. I'll show you.
Like I can see the sky through the ceiling.
Oh, that's because there's an actual gap underneath the roof and the top of the wall.
No, I'm looking between the plank boards. I mean,
Oh,
I
really?
did notice
Hold
that
on. Let me
all
check
the
that.
boards were placed. Let's see. Can I turn on my flashlight? Like in the middle of my beam, if I turn my flashlight off, you can see the blue sky.
Really? I don't see that.
I can't
I
see
think
it.
that's you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see it.
No,
That's a you thing, sir.
yeah,
Okay.
gap free there, sir. Will, what do you think?
Well, the modder definitely did a great job with the texture with the wood and the concrete, especially with all the little nicks in the concrete. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. The only thing that I know we didn't test was, does anything seek through to the other side?
Let me test. Ow. Nope.
That doesn't work for you. So,
I broke my nose.
I mean, if nothing does, great. If something does, then, well, I mean, there's that. So, I mean, I would definitely give this a whirl on a map somewhere.
Alrighty. Let's see. The next one we have here is the... There we go. The Concrete Fence Pack. I knew I'd get back to it. By Scenic. 2.99 megabytes to download, $250 to purchase. And if we take a look, do we have these placed down? We do. They're way over there. So let's take a look at these things. $250 to purchase per piece. And... I don't know what I think about this one, y'all, because I don't know that one I don't know. This one, on the other hand, these two look good. These ones I like a little bit more. This one, yeah, the last three I like. This one though, something looks off about this. Guys, what do you think? Because I don't know, something about this just looks weird. Oh no, maybe I guess maybe if I get a little closer, you can see the kind of pitting and stuff. Maybe it's just I was too far away, but I don't know. Something about that just ain't sitting right with me. But overall, I'm not huge on downloading fences and stuff like that, but I do see that they did a good job on being able to adjust to a landscape. You can see how they're just kind of adding pitching to this, so that's actually pretty nice. I do care. I do like that. So overall, I'm not the biggest person when it comes to like adding fences and stuff. And when I do, it's stuff that I'll just add from base game. So it's one of those that it's rare that I'll just go out of my way to download. This having 4 different styles of fences, I'm pretty cool with that. For 3 megabytes, I could see downloading this if and when the time came, but yeah, it would have to be like almost perfect circumstances for me. So I could download this one, but I could also pass on it as well. I'm kind of in the middle of this one. ISG, what do you think?
Okay, so I just exposed its flaw.
Let's hear it.
If you paint it going down a hill, you get the gaps under the fence. If you go up the hill, it does what it's supposed to do.
To be fair, the layers being added was me showing off all 4 variations of each fence.
So what do you think there, ISG?
If it wasn't for the fact that it actually placed properly going up the hill, but if it did this, if it would do so going down the hill, I would absolutely download it. Because these things are concrete. You can bury them. It's not going to hurt it. But come on, man. That is the only thing that I see wrong. The texture's good. The appearance is good. It's just, I don't like gaps under my fence. Like,
Fair enough. Donkey, what do you think?
I mean, me, it's a little too modern of a design for my farms. Like just looking at it, they're just slats slid in to the posts.
I mean, that's how these are done.
They're very modern. I like my old rickety wood fences, or maybe the brick ones that are falling apart. So just because it won't fit in with my style that I build on my farm, it's gonna be a pass for me.
And Will?
I don't really use fences that often, but I will say I do love the detail that they put into these, especially with like the chips and everything that's like in the concrete. Especially with this last one over here, like you can get up super close to it and it looks like actual like brick that they put together, like stone. So, I mean, if I was on a map that I had to use something like this, I would definitely install this. But other than that, no.
Fair enough. All right, the next one is the concrete liquid manure tank. This is by Jonas. 7.5 megabytes to download, $28,000 to purchase, and 600,000 liter of capacity. And that is this bad mamma jamma right here. And overall, it looks pretty decent. I do like the kind of dirt wear and tear that is on this particular, manure tank. You can have the input and output on the one side over here. I mean, for something that's just made to hold, your liquids, it's doing its job. It's doing it well. It's got some good details on it, but really, how much details do you need on something like this? So overall, for 8 megabytes and $29,000 to buy, yeah, I would download this. Why not? Ayashi, what do you think?
I can't swim in it. I'm disappointed.
Oh no, ISG, buddy, pal, friend.
What? Yes.
I think we have to have a talk. I don't think you're supposed to go swimming in that.
Look, hold my beer.
No. No.
This thing looks great. I just wish that, you know,
There wasn't a collision up top.
the collision up top is a bit absurd, especially when it's empty.
Donkey, what do you think?
Who's bought new stuff?
Oh, I gotta see the fill plane.
Yeah.
That's what's being bought was a slurry tanker. Shenanigans. I mean, it does look great. I don't like the collision up top. I like to be able to trap somebody inside the tank. But I mean, it does look really great. I do really want to see the fill plane on it to see exactly what it looks like when it is filled. Unfortunately, we will have to go into flight mode to be able to see that, or be on the outside in a truck or something. But I'll be down there in a minute to see it.
Will, what do you think?
For me personally, it's gonna be a pass. I already have the slurry lagoons I like. I mean, this does look good. And for anyone looking for one similar to this, I mean, it's here. This does rotate a whole 360 degrees, so you're okay there. One thing I did fail to mention is that shed right behind you, BDD. That one.
Yes.
That one does at 90-degree angles, so it doesn't. So it snaps. So
That changes my whole perspective on that. They can keep it.
so, yeah, this.
Hey, Donkey, there's some olive trees there.
Do I dare ask? I better move out of the way before I get ran over.
Right.
All right, does this thing have a fill plane?
If it does, it's invisible.
No,
It's looking pretty
it does because I've seen it.
I mean, it's
I mean,
a
it's
6
also-
million capacity.
I'm about to say it's also very small. Like how?
Oh, there it
we
is.
go. Okay.
Aha! There. We got us some slurry that ISG is dangerously close to.
I mean, one thing, if you look at the interior of this thing, you could see like rings that show where this thing had been filled up to at some point.
Oh yeah, I see what you're pointing out there.
So, I mean, I think that's a nice touch that they added in.
That is nice. Very
Triggers
nice.
work.
The triggers do work. That's good. All right, I got to everyone on that one, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Next one is the wooden support. This is by Lammy. 0.16 megabytes to download, and we have a purchasing price of $50 and $20 for their respective supports. And yeah, these are basically just like wooden bunk pillars for you to be able to just kind of on the go set up and throw down some logs and keep them from rolling away on you here. I mean, overall, it's a simple design. It's basically just chunks of wood just dug into the dirt and thrown onto the ground. So, I mean, they, as long as they got a collision and whatnot, then they're serving their purpose. It's not really much to say about these. Would I download it? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't use them very often, but for not even a quarter of a megabyte to download, why not? Why not? Let's start with you, SG. What do you think?
They work as stated. They support,
Now,
and they're made out of wood.
as ISG is sitting there doing his best Karate Kid impression, Donkey, what do you think?
So just looking at the hitboxes on them, they're a little bit off, but they did square up the hitboxes, which makes it work just fine. As far as like using it as a bump stub, you can definitely see the $20 one being used pretty well in any kind of logging operation. I don't do logging particularly that much, but I mean, this is a great option for those that do.
And Will?
Well, So I don't do logging enough to even consider using these. But if someone out there does do a lot of logging, I feel like this would be a good fit, especially if you're just starting out and you want somewhere like store your logs. This would be a great fit. But for me personally, it is gonna be a pass. But the level of detail though, like you can even get up super close to it, and even see like the fine detail that they put into that. So, yep. I mean, for me, it's gonna be a pass, but it does look really, really good though. That's it.
The one thing that I do like about it is that you can see like the moss that's on the side of these logs. That's a pretty nice little detail right there. It's just something a little extra that doesn't have to be there, but it's nice that it's there.
Yeah. Real quick, Farm Without Law says ISG is the best map maker out there.
Thank you, sir.
Can't really say I disagree.
Yeah, he's been playing on my new map. Getting
I have to.
a little early access, so see what he can do with it.
I have to.
Very nice.
You know what? Give me the PTO and New Holland, the CX 580.
There you go. And what about you, Farmer Donkey? What was your favorite?
I'll take the PTO and the CR 1090.
PTO and the 1090. Nice. And then Will, what was your favorite?
I personally didn't
House.
I personally didn't have a personal favorite one for this one, but if I had to pick one, it'd be the barn and cowshed.
And for me, it's going to be that PTO. I think that is one of the most understated pieces of equipment for around your farm. Anything that can free up your tractor to be able to do tractor stuff, while this thing is able to then do everything else for a fraction of the price, 100,000,000% is going to be my favorite by far. All right, and we do have a couple of update for maps here. Let's see, we had Owendale, Michigan was our first update. This is changelog 2.0.0.1, even though up top here it says 2.0.0.0. It reads, updated all buyable lands so the new placeables from the new DLC will work near the forest. Fixed a pothole near one of the ditches as well. Started a new save game so the map can work properly. Added new field. And that's it. So this one was a bit confusing because it says updated all buyable lands so the new placeable from the new DLC will work near the forest. I had no idea what this was kind of in reference to. I didn't see any kind of new DLC like needing on this map. There was nothing at least pre-installed. I activated all my DLCs to see what this could be. There was obviously something I was missing because I had no clue. So unfortunately, that I couldn't confirm or deny. The pothole again was just a detail that couldn't confirm or deny because I didn't know where the pothole existed. And then the new field, I think, was right there in town, right there by the seed and fertilizer shed that they have there in town. It's a little itty bitty grass field. It was there previously. It just wasn't a numbered field. Now it's an actual number field. And I think they did that so you can actually use your worker to be able to run around and mow it and get it all done. So overall, nice little update. ISG, anything you want to add?
All right, so as far as him updating viable lands for the new placeables, it just means he probably expanded some of them more towards edges of the forest or right into the edge of the forest. So those new feeders for the hogs would actually work.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and as far as the version number, he just didn't update it in the mod desk file. That's all that is. So, yeah, it's good to see him going back and taking care of stuff like that to make sure it's compatible with the DLC and everything. So, hats off to him on that.
See, this is why I'm glad I have modders here on the show now because they can answer these questions when I have them.
You're welcome.
Donkey, what do you think?
I mean, I love the fact that they went back to incorporate that new feature from the DLC, even though it's not a feature that I particularly like. Um, but adding that little forest area to all the fields, so those that do want their fields torn up by hogs can do so, is fantastic.
And Will, anything you want to add?
Well, I'm just happy that that he's updating the map to keep it up and fix everything and add stuff. So, which is good.
Absolutely. All right, catching up with the chat here real quick. Reaver gives a sage piece of advice to ISG. He says, "Watch out for the Snickers bar when swimming in that tank." John also says, "What would you do for a Klondike bar?"
I won't do that.
No. Let's see. He says, "I would give you $20 to drink all 6 million gallons of it."
He died.
$20, dude? No. No.
Sir, I would die long before I could finish that.
Reaver says, "Am I the only one that noticed that ISG is wearing sandals while walking around the slurry tank?"
Squish, squish, squish.
To be fair, no, you weren't the only one, because I literally zoomed in on the fact that he was wearing sandals long before we even got to that. And Donkey points out that he's also wearing formal pants. Just throwing that out there as well. Let's see. Ken says,
Hey, but I got my safety glasses on.
he doesn't have his safety glasses on. He likes it in between his toes. Ooh. Oh, no, 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 no. No. At least he's wearing something. That's also true. That is also true.
Oh my god.
All right. Oh, goodness gracious. Next update we had is for Helden. This is by Calais 1.0.0.1. The update reads, "Important, no new save game is required. Fix log error when harvesting field grass. Increased farmland prices." And that was it for that one. And I mean, I can't replicate the log error, so it's one of those that's awesome. And then increased farmland prices, kind of a bummer. I mean, the map is already one of those that's built around small farmlands. So because of that, you are really going to have to scrimp and save now to be able to accommodate for those increase in prices. Now, it didn't seem like it was a massive increase or anything like that. It was just enough to kind of, bump it up just a bit. But again, small farmlands, you don't have anything massive to work with. So it's just going to be an absolute grind, year in, year out, to be able to kind of get it up to that cost point. And now it's kind of bumped up a little bit higher out of the price range. So overall, it's a good update. Glad to see that it's there. And yeah, it's a great map. So go check it out. ISG, anything you want to add?
So as far as updating the farmland prices, that's kind of a delicate balance to get that right. Sometimes you have to kind of play with the values till you get to the right value. He may have had them a little bit too cheap compared to what they should have been initially, especially for ones that may have had some additional buildings on it or whatever. He may not have adjusted those accordingly. So he was probably just trying to bring that back into balance, and I respect that. So yeah, I mean, glad to see him going back and taking care of things like that, just keeping update and correcting any errors that he found. So hats off, keep it up.
And Donkey?
I mean, again, glad that the modder's taking that pride, going back and fixing those little details, and kind of keeping the map as balanced as they can. So great work there.
Will, anything you want to add? Will?
Well,
Oh, there he is.
well, all I want to say is I'm thankful that he went back and is fixing errors and he's adjusting things that need to be adjusted. That the map is a fantastic map, so I'm glad that he came out with an update.
100%. All right, next one we have is Christ Steinfurt. This is by Malloy. This is changelog 1.0.2.0. and it is license plates of parked vehicles adjusted to match Steinfurt region, removed one mod from dependencies, precision farming reworked and improved, fixed issue where only sandy loam soil was displayed everywhere, soil map corrected, fixed stuttering and crashes when mulching or spraying, fixed issue where weeds did not grow on the fields, fixed partially invisible stones, e.g., near field 70, removed decorative objects located below the map, fruit yields adjusted, a new save game is needed. So, overall, everything on this seemed really solid. I did not check out whether or not the sandy loam issue was actually corrected because I loaded in without the precision farming loaded in, so didn't take that one like I didn't get to verify it, but I'm going to take their word for it. It's one of those that would be a kind of a big miss. And again, this is a map maker that hasn't bitten me in the past, so I'm going to take their word for it until it kind of goes the other way. But overall, everything seemed to be solid. Everything I was able to test seemed good. Only thing I was kind of partially not 100% sure on was the fixed partially invisible stones near field 70. Not exactly sure what the story is with the invisible stones, why they would be invisible or not, but I'm again taking their word for it that it was fixed. So, ISG, anything you want to add?
That's one heck of an update. That's a lot of stuff to go back and fix, and I'm glad to see that he did so. Um, and most definitely with that sandy loam as the only soil displayed. Oops. So glad he figured that one out and got that taken care of. So yeah, hats off. Keep it up.
Okay, anything you want to add?
I mean, I absolutely agree with ISG on this one. That is a lot of work that they put in. I'm glad to see that amount of pride coming from this map maker. And keep on what you're doing.
Will?
Well, I mean, I'm definitely very thankful that they came out with an update, huge change log. I'm glad that they're making changes and fixes things that need to be fixed. So, there is, I believe, so there are. I just want to make sure I'm correcting myself here. I'm going back through. So there are three mods, three updates I want to go over real quick.
No.
Yes. So the first one is called Trail Frameless End Dump.
You mispronounced New Holland.
No, I didn't. So the update is 1.0.0.1. Fixed underglow not showing. Fixed tail lights only working on one set of lights. Added A-tip spread option. Added A-tip spread fast option. Fixed tarp bar peeking through the top of to the top bed in front above the front door. Wow, that was rough. Fixed connection hoses hanging under the trucks. I thought that was a pretty good update for that.
Absolutely.
ISG, anything on that?
Yeah, so glad to see that he took care of everything on that. And I mean, come on. Who doesn't like their underglow not showing? Or the hoses hanging under the truck? I mean, there's no damage can happen there, I promise. But no, it's good to see that he did that. And it's also good to see that he learned that he didn't have to double space everything.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that too.
Donkey? Anything?
I mean, just glad that they're going back and making those minor adjustments. Glad that they learned that they don't have to double space the entire changelog. So, love to see it, and keep on keeping up the good work.
BDD, anything?
Well, I hear that's something that's pretty common when you get older.
Yeah? What's that?
Hoses dangling, underglow not showing.
Oh, my goodness.
What are you trying to say?
I thought this was a family channel.
Yeah, right. All right, moving on. The next one's gonna be the Oxbow 2340 US/EU. This is changed on 1.0.0.1. Corrected AI worker on Unreal with, reconfigured working with, and added crop guides. So I absolutely love this chainsaw, especially for people who like using the larger working with. So it's glad to see you got an update. ISG anything?
I'm glad to see that he went and fixed those issues, and it's good. I mean, I'm with you. That mod is absolutely fantastic. So, if you haven't downloaded it yet, go grab it.
Donkey anything?
I was wondering when the crop guides were going to come out for this. But absolutely great. Chris S. and Riley has phenomenal work.
B2D anything?
Nothing you all haven't said already.
And then the last one that we're talking about is the Basic Garage by ICUS. It's changed on 1.1.0.0. Fixed doors, changed doors, roof option added, metal, and added function descriptions. Of course, it's ICUS. I'm so happy that he's coming out with updates for all of his buildings, and it's great to see one that's coming out for this one. I love this building. I use it a lot. So, ISG anything?
How dare you fix my decrepit building? Nah, fantastic mod. Love it. Glad to see he's taking care of things.
Donkey?
I mean, little saddened that the doors changed. Now it's going to be a little harder to get on the roof, but I'll get there.
B2D anything?
No, I mean, what more can you say? I mean, it's ICUS, and from everything I've ever seen with ICUS, he takes great pride in his mods, and this is just another example of that pride showing. I mean, flat out just bringing just those little fixes to their mod. Don't have to do it, but they're doing it, so glad to see it.
Oh yeah. That's it for me. So for that.
All right, so the next one we have is the Annaberger Wagon pack. This is by Roan, 65.66 megabytes to download, and we've got several trailers in this pack, ranging from $70,000 all the way up to $99,000, and a capacity of 25,000 liters all the way up to 36,000 liters. So yet again, if we take a look at what we got here in the game, let's see, let's go here, and my controller turned off, so let's turn that back on so we can actually go see it. Oh, come on now. Connect. Been a hot minute since we logged in. Oh, it's over by the shop now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Back and forth. There's the trailers. Yeah, these are auger wagons, so you can kind of see them, and they look fantastic. I mean, it's one of those where, you know, you look at them and they've got good details. I like the little ladders on the side of the bins there. Overall, for 66 megabytes, though, that's a hard sell for me. A really hard sell. But taking a look at some of our in-game auger wagons, starting out with the smallest one here at 25,000 liters, that's going to put us somewhere in the Demco 850 single auger category here. $68,500 to purchase that Demco. You're going to get 30,000 liters capacity. The smallest Annaberger is 25,000 liters. So it's 5,000 liters smaller and $70,000. So you're going to spend $1,500 more for 5,000 liters less. For that and 66 megabytes to download, this is going to be a hard pass. I mean, just that one right there alone is enough for me to be like, no, just for the file size. But let's go on the other end of the spectrum here and take a quick look at the bigger size. So 36,000 liters, that's going to put us at the, we'll say the Bergman territory at GTW 330, $91,000 for that one. Well, 36,000 liters is the biggest capacity for the Annaberger, and $99,000 for the actual price. So you're talking for 3,000 liters more, you can spend $8,000 more. Again, math just isn't mathing on any of this. So again, just nothing about this is really kind of setting out to be something I really have to get involved with. You figure Demco also requires 175 horsepower. The smallest Annenberger is 160. The biggest one at 210. The one we just compared it to, which was the Bergman, is 300. So yeah, you can save some horsepower on it, but at that prices, I mean, it's really not worth it at that point. So again, 66 megabytes is where it really kind of is a hard sell for me. So it's going to be a pass. ISG, what do you think?
Well, first thing I noticed is the collisions on the inside of the beds of those things is a little busted. So
Uh-oh.
yeah, so if you're in there, the ridge in the middle, you can walk straight through it, but you can't get anywhere near the walls. I'm just gonna test something with that collision. I'm curious something.
How are you all flying, by the way?
Uh, things and stuffs and things.
Developer controls enabled.
Yep.
And then hitting J.
And how do you do that?
You have
You
the
have to.
cheats turned
You have
on?
your console access. Console
Ah.
commands.
Nope. We'll skip by that. So
I'll have easy dev turned on for you next week.
thank you. Donkey, what do you think?
I mean, I don't typically use auger wagons. These do look pretty good, but as far as a pack of them, they kind of all look the same. Got like two basic versions. Like, I don't know if it's really worth the megabyte download size for them, because just adding a couple of details to skip. What are we doing?
What are you
Told you,
doing?
testing something.
But all in all, it's gonna be a pass for me.
Well, crap. I got to balance him across the whole thing.
I'm really worried about you right now. Will, what do you think? Will?
So sorry, I had to use the bathroom real quick.
Did you take us for a walk?
This is gonna be a hard pass. I use auger wagons, but not these kind. I will say though that they are very highly detailed. That I will say they look fantastic. Like even like all the hoses over here and everything, all down to like the nut and bolt and like the folding pipe animation. Like everything looks absolutely fantastic. Plus you have an option for your standard auger or a seed tender option. So you have like a pipe sticking out, like a skinny pipe, so you can like load up seed into like a planter or a seeder. But yeah, it's gonna be a pass for me.
Donkey, you done waving your pipe there?
Yes.
Easy over there.
Okay, so yeah, so putting that in there does prove what I was saying with the collisions. I know you'd have to go into construction mode to see it, but the
Yeah,
back end of
I'm-
that thing is floating, whereas the front of it went down. That's how far out from the walls that collision goes. It's ridiculous.
Yikes.
Yeah, so you can't just throw your buddy up in there. However, if you do throw your buddy in there, they have to be able to fly to get out, or you have to turn it over because you can't jump out of them.
Or they can
Priorities,
hot
right?
jump to the next vehicle.
That's why you get that mod that disables teleportation.
Shenanigans. All right, next we have is the Lizard Trailer Pack. This is by Calaruga Modding Design. 76.87 megabytes to download, and we got a pack of trailers. Starting at $15,000 for a 12,000 liter capacity, going all the way up to $35,000 for a 33,000 liter capacity. Now, these ones are actually not too shabby. you're talking about almost $1,000 per 1,000 liters. They look really good. They definitely have those good details that you're looking for. I do like how the kind of painted carriage bolts are on it. That just looks really sharp. You can see how each one of these kind of I think these are called dogs, are like sticking into the side of the trailer. It just, you can see the little bit of yellow that's poking through here at the bottom here. Just those little details like that just really kind of adds to the flavor of this one. Because this is almost $1,000 per 1,000 liters, that's really nice. And you get these different styles. So you get the, the front swivel axles, you get the solid axles, and you get the different variation in sizes. So overall, you're talking 77 megabytes. 77. So right off the bat, the megabyte size is huge. But you can see where all that megabytes is coming from. Unfortunately, that's going to be way too much for me. So that by itself is going to be a pass. But they are nice in the fact that you are getting cheap trailers and you're getting decent capacity out of them. ISG, what do you think?
Oh, cheap they definitely are. The walls on these things are paper thin. So, like, especially like for the doors in the back of them. I don't know how those things are going to hold anything back when you fill that thing up.
Magic.
It's got to be. But collision's good on them. And they're
So
cheap.
you can throw your buddy in them and they can get out all by themselves?
Unfortunately, yes, you can jump out of every one of them.
So overall, what do you think? Something you keep, throw away?
It's not necessary. We got enough trailers.
Fair enough. Donkey, what do you think?
I mean, I definitely do love all the little attention to detail bits on here. Like even the texture for the reflectors looks great. I don't know if I would take these as slow as 25 kilometers an hour, but
Got to test their durability. 25?
Right.
No, not a chance.
I mean, you know,
Maybe
all the speed limit on the
125
trailer.
or 225. We'll talk.
But I mean, they do look pretty good. I don't agree with the megabyte size. They could have definitely reused a lot of these textures and kind of shrunk that down a little bit. But so all in all, for me, I'm just gonna stick with base game, and it's gonna be a pass.
Will, what do you think?
Well, I mean, they're really good looking trailers, that I will say. I definitely think that they probably could have gotten away with having like probably one model and just having it go up in size like a lot of trailers do, instead of having 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of having 5 different models. I think that probably would have cut down on the megabyte storage. So, correct me if I'm wrong there, ISG or Donkey, but I'm pretty sure that would cut down on the megabyte storage.
The models aren't the problem with the storage. It's the textures. I don't think they're properly reusing their texture.
So, but I mean, overall for me, it's gonna be a pass. Though they look very good, though. They look very highly detailed.
All right, and that was it for that day. Massive amount of lists here, fellas. Got to pick our favorite. Which one is yours, ISG?
Do we have to? Do we have to?
I mean, all right. For shenanigans' sakes, let me get the auger wagon so I can lock somebody.
Fair enough. Donkey?
You know what? Just because he's taking the auger wagon, I'm gonna take the trailer pack.
Will?
I mean, I didn't really have a personal favorite, but if I did, it'd be the Lizard trailer pack.
Yeah, I'm kind of with everybody else. It's one of those where I don't have a favorite, but I'll pick the Lizard trailer pack. It's very highly detailed. They look fantastic, but it's both of them are just a bit extra, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's where I kind of stand on them.
There are a couple updates I want to go over.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
The first one is the Lizard AgriFlex SPB. Down to it. So you have change on 1.1.0.2 hotfix, fix error preventing loose silage baling. ISG, anything with that?
No, not really. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Glad to see he's taking care of it.
Donkey?
I honestly, I don't even know what the issue was, but I am glad that he did the hot fix and got it corrected. So, copy.
BDD?
Copy paste.
The next one is the Canon Fab Big Burn. Got changed on 1.0.0.1. Added gauges animation. Added Miss Bolt's threads. Added better hydraulic cylinder pin clips. Fixed few spots on normal map and bug fixes. Absolutely love the update for this. Things already cool as it is, and then they add this. ISG, anything?
Yeah, no, I got nothing. That's damn. That mod is fantastic, and I love what they've done to it.
Donkey, anything?
Fire good.
Fire good. BDD, anything?
I mean, this was already an amazing mod, and the fact that they're adding just these little. I mean, I don't want it to sound like I'm downplaying this at all, but these are almost insignificant details when you take the mod in its totality. But it's these insignificant details that when you add it on top of all the other key details to this mod, just it's incredible. You can see that JHHG modding has, again, that pride in what they're doing. So they're going to like crank it up to 11 to make sure that everything is at its utmost, like tip top levels of perfection. And that's what this kind of an update is. It's like they are just sitting there and be like, yeah, we've got an awesome mod, but let's make it that much more better. So yeah, absolutely love this mod. Loved it when it first came out, and now has these little itty bitty details on top of it. Again, most of us not going to interact with those details whatsoever. Most of us are just going to grab this thing, throw it out on the field, and just burn away. But for those of us who are deeper into the game itself, more into the equipment, more into those finer details, there are going to be those few people out there who are going to know and see these details and be like, that's awesome. So to those people, I tip my hat. I tip my hat to JHHG modding. This is awesome.
The next one is the Lizard K9 Dozer Blade. This is changed on 1.0.0.1. Improves snow pushing ability. I love this. But especially back in FS22, like you could plow like a huge amount of snow and not have a single problem with it. So I'm glad that he improved it to make it even better. ISG, anything?
You might need this on my map.
Donkey, anything?
I didn't think you could improve on it, but you know what? They did it. They brought it back to us. Great work.
BD?
Pushing snow good.
And then the other one I want to go over real quick is the American Building Pack Part 1. This is going to be changed on 1.0.0.1. Deleted collision and added occluders, better optimization. ISG, anything?
Glad to see you went back and added, especially those occluders. What those do is those block out things that are anything that's past the occluder. It will block it so it's not being rendered, and that's what will definitely get you a much better FPS and stuff like that. Especially when you have a lot of details on the interior of a building, having those in place makes a huge difference. And deleting collision, he didn't delete the collision I would want him to delete. I can't just walk straight through the building now. But I'll take it.
Donkey, anything?
Donkey. Did we
Donkey?
lose
Sorry.
Donkey?
Sorry, I'm making a bottle real quick.
Fair enough.
BD, anything?
I mean, copy and paste everything I said about Icarus before. I mean, it's great to see that he's going through, coming back up with, the improvements that are necessary to, make the mods that much more better. So big thumbs up.
And that was it for me for that day.
Alrighty, so the only one for the next day is the Narrow Vines and Olives 2 and 2.5. This is by, I think that's Ilgib, 8.9 kilobytes to download, and this is essentially a modification of the vines and their widths. So instead of them being set to, I think, the default of 3 meters, this is 2 and 2.5 meters in working width. You're talking $25 for the 2.5 and 2 for grapes, and $35 for your olives. Me personally, this is going to be a pass. It's nothing against the mod itself or anything like that. It is specifically because I do not work with grape and olives. So it's one of those that I can only imagine something like this angering me more, because I already get angry when it comes to dealing with just the grapes and olives by themselves. Oftentimes it's because I get hung up on the collisions in them. Making those collisions smaller is probably just going to make my life a whole lot harder. So for me, this is going to be a hard pass. ISG, what do you think?
This is one that you can return to sender. Yeah, to heck with vineyards and olives. And I just went and grabbed a small tractor just to see what the difference is on this.
Did we have these actually placed down?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Aha, well, I better go check those out then.
Oh yeah, screw this.
Let's see.
To be fair, you went from the base game to the
Oh, I know.
narrow level.
I know exactly what I did. You don't have to tell me.
Donkey, what do you think?
So, I mean, definitely they definitely reduce the space. So if you really want to squeeze as much vineyard work as you can on one field, by all means, throw these down. Now, the couple of times that I had messed around with vineyards, it did kind of get aggravating to me that I had to go up and down the vineyard a couple of times just to get the space between. Kind of narrowing that working area might help a little bit. I might give it a shot again. You never know. So I might just download this just to give it a go.
All right, so these right here that I'm on, this is the base game. And where Donkey's at, that is the most narrow of them. Get the difference of this. Get this in there. Try.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely
my.
not.
This just looks anger-inducing. Look at that. Like, you literally have no room on either end.
No.
Now, here's the thing: is go back in there real quick, and if you bump up against it, do you get like?
Oh, it's
wind?
the same. Oh, most likely. It's got the same collisions as the others.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, anger-inducing. All right, Will, what do you think?
Well, I think it's it's nifty. I think that it's something a little different for someone else who really likes to do these and wants to try something different. For me personally, if I do any like vineyard work and like that, I'll just stick with the base game.
Fair enough. All right, normally we'll do our favorite ones, but I can guarantee that none of us have a favorite for this day. So that's it. That is all the new mods for this past week. Not a whole lot that came out this past week. So
There is one thing I want to say.
what's that?
JH,
Oh Lord,
JH,
Donkey's got shenanigans.
JHHG modding did release updates for all 4 of his John Deere harvesters, so just go check those out for anyone who's wondering. Are we moving on to news now?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just trying to see if the base game.
I'm waiting on him to screw this
Harvester.
up.
Oh no, that actually fits down nice.
That's ridiculous. Like look, I get it. If you got like a small map or something like that and you want to be able to fit more stuff in the same footprint, like this makes sense. But who? Why? When? Where? What? And how?
Look, the biggest issue I have with it is I can't use my combine harvester to harvest these things. Now, granted, if I got a hold of them, I removed the collisions and modified the harvester, I probably.
Just put them in a green.
I think we need to get Chris and Riley S on the scene in order to be able to figure out a way to make the harvesting width about 60 meters. That way you can go at least one row, collect a whole bunch of it at the same time, and just go from there.
Hold on,
Minimize-
I'm opening that XML right now.
Oh boy.
I'm curious.
All right, Will, take it away.
All right. So the first news that we have to go over is from Lancy Boy. He says, massive thank you to everyone for the support. Went for a chest array yesterday. I'll get the results next week, fingers crossed. I've been prescribed headache meds and, well, not big fan of meds. But on a positive note, I'm just doing a bit of testing on farming in Indiana before I send it to my testers. Question for the community: the 2 fields that are marked took me 4 hours to harvest corn. Do you want these left as they are, or split them into separate fields? Your call, Lancy Boy. I say keep them.
Personally, I'd say keep them. Absolutely keep them.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
And I really hope you feel better, Lancy Boy.
100%.
Now on Friday, which Giants are actually out of the office on Friday, and I believe they're out of the office on Monday, so I wouldn't expect any mods. Mods might drop on Monday, so we weren't supposed to get anything on Friday, but I guess somebody was in the office or something to release mods. So, but on Friday there was an update that came out for the Massey Ferguson 9S Patriotic. It was removed from the mod hub. I don't know why. So I tried to reach out to the modder. I can't find them anywhere, so I have no idea. So, but hopefully it'll come back. That's the updates. Yeah, new news from Roughneck Modding. So they have a new partnership with a new brand called Edison for truck brand. They're partnered with them to come to Farming Simulator for all platforms, which is actually American style truck. And he says, yes, it has an X2, X3, and Anna Burger attachers. Love to see that. I can't wait for this truck to come out.
Oh,
And-
absolutely.
And I just reached out to him the other day, and he said that it should be sent off to Giants by the end of this week. So it should be already with Giants, I think.
Sweet.
So we got another new brand coming. I see anything?
That thing, if it looks as good as that image, I'm all down for it.
Donkey?
Looks like that. Made by Roughneck. Oh yeah, sign me up.
New miles, let's see updates. Oh yeah, right here. This is the news from Roughneck Modding Crew. Is with Edison Motors and Gamer Designs. So, which I know a lot of people hated it. Okay, so Roughneck Modding Crew, if no one knows, they pulled a horrible April Fool's joke. Which I'm gonna. Is this one over here? Yes. So I just skipped over one real quick because they said finally time to announce our secret project. This will forever change all. This will forever change all platforms modding. We have been working in secret with Giants to bring General Motors on board as an official in-game brand. Yes, consoles will be getting GMC and Chevy trucks branded in all platforms. He posted this on April Fool's Day. You know how many people took it so seriously?
A lot.
Yeah. So, and it was an April Fool's joke. But for this Edison motor, this is not an April Fool's joke, so that is coming. So,
That's evil.
Evil but hilarious.
yeah.
Right?
Oh man.
So I gotta see what here.
Well, and you know what? Let that be a lesson to people. It's one of those that if something sounds too good to be true, very often it is.
Right. Let's see here. We got new news from Oxygen David. It says testing is now officially complete. I'm happy to say that the map has been fully tested and super optimized. Every corner has been checked, refined, and pushed to run as smoothly as possible. A huge thank you to Scroft, who carefully selected all the starting equipment. The chosen items reflect the dealer and what they use in real life. Each machine now has UK accurate number plates, correct release years based on when it entered the UK market, and realistic hours of use. It adds a brilliant layer of authenticity to the whole experience. We also squeezed in a few last minute additions, including an auto loading bale barn, a fully working weighing station at the main farm, and plus plenty of other small improvements across the map. The map will be released later this month. Once I've chosen the exact date, I will let you know. So it is completed testing, and then pretty soon he's gonna be releasing it on his itch page. And then after PC players play on it for a little bit and see if they can find anything else, then he will be sending it off to the mod hub.
Wow.
You do anything?
I mean, where do you start? I mean, seriously, this is ridiculous looking. Like, so insane the amount of detail. I mean, I'm on the one picture with the New Holland dead center in the shed there. I mean, you see the posters just smacked on the back wall there. You see the kind of prop tables right off in the back corner. You see just bins and toolboxes and just stuff like that. You see every little nook and cranny. There's just little details here and there everywhere. And just, I mean, look at that little fuel tank that's right outside the barn in the next picture here. You got the fuel tank, it's all rusted over. It's seen the years of use and all that. The barn itself, look at this little bale barn that they have. The little chips and frays at the top of the barn, like it's been smashed open with a bale. Like they just got a little reckless and careless and just boop, just knocked off a chunk of it. Just little things like that. The chunk of wood laying on the ground. I mean, it's insane. This map, this might be a hot take. I think this is going to be one of the best maps on the mod hub. I have that feeling this is going to be one of the tops. And I think this is going to be one of those that's going to rival pretty much anything and everything out there. I have a feeling. So, might be a hot take to some. We'll see how it goes.
ISG, anything?
Look, I'm not into European maps, but I think this one's going to change my mind. Because this thing just looks absolutely fantastic from everything that I've seen from it. And if you haven't watched that video yet on it, go watch it.
Oh yeah, Scroff's video. Yeah.
Yep.
Donkey, anything?
I can't wait to see the hours that are on the starting equipment.
Promise you, it's not as high as mine.
Oh, depends on what year they are, apparently.
Right.
For me, yes, you're right.
Let's see. Jonah, what's up? Jonah says, Jonah was here. And then Samuel says, danky poop with a poop emoji. Okay. There's new mods, there's updates. And then Lancey Boy, small update on Farming Indiana. That was just talking about his headaches coming back, and he's basically about done with it. That was the new mod from that. The updates. Was it the 30th? Yeah, Monday. New news from BB Mods. He says, update time. It's been a minute, but I finally have some meaningful progress to show off this week. Side quest first. Been a bit distracted with a few smaller projects lately. With the new DLC dropping, I wanted to poke around a bit. Set in a small script last night to help fix maps missing overseeding on custom grass crops. A buddy needed a US style Puma, aka DJ Goham. So I played around with the new US warning signs. Private for now, but could hit Mod Hub if it grows into something bigger. Helped a friend on a secret project. More info on that soon. The big one, Demco Harvest Link. The Demco Harvest Link is finally in game. I've spent a good chunk of time over the last 2 weeks finalizing the model and got the first stable in-game version running. Still a lot left to do, both big systems and small details, but progress is moving quickly now. Thanks for all the support and patience while things come together. Excited to share more soon. And as you see in the pictures, you see the Demco big auger wagon there. This US Puma looks absolutely fantastic. And of course the overseeing thing. Great update from him. I can't wait. I really hope that Puma can come to all platforms. That'd be great. BDD, anything?
That Demco is compensated for something.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that noticed that.
No, I mean, I'm not a huge auger wagon user, so this one's kind of wasted on me. But I mean, it looks good, and you know, it's by BB Mods, so I'm excited that it's going to be coming to the Mod Hub, and for those who are looking forward to this specifically, that's awesome. I do hope that the case that he's working on there, I mean, anytime we can get a case, I'm a happy boy. So yeah, no, it's one of those that looking forward to it.
ISG, anything?
All right, so speaking of that Demco, did you happen to see BB Mod's post? I think it was on April Fool's Day, where he had that thing being pulled by the Mobile PTO
Yeah.
collecting from a harvester. That
Yeah.
was fantastic. Yeah, everything he's doing is looking fantastic, and I can't wait for some of it to come out.
Donkey, anything?
I can't wait to use that Demco to fill up my 50-liter trailer pulled by my lawnmower.
You mean your wheelbarrow?
It's a trailer. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, looks absolutely fantastic, and love to see the new stuff coming out from BB.
So real quick, I gotta catch up with the chat there real quick. Reaver says, "Are you saying you have Underglow?" Yeah, doesn't everybody? Just saying. Let's see. Didn't you turn on development mode? Yes, I did. I just apparently am not understanding what the boys are telling me here. Ken says, "Well, you couldn't see." Too late. LOL. Sorry about that. Gold Gaming, how's it going? Hope you're having a fantastic night so far. Says, "Howdy, neighbors." What up, Gold? Let's see. He says that Demco works great. Ken also says that Scroft has produced over 300 episodes of The Farmhand, currently on the 3rd season with Wickham Park. Holy smokes, that's nuts. Gold also says, "Did you also see the inside of the PTO door?"
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
that was beyond fantastic.
Or are you talking about BB's
Yeah.
PTO? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I remember that. All right, that's it. That's all I had.
That's all the news. So, like I said, it wasn't very much news at all. So,
Oh, man. So, tell you what, guys.
it's only 12:08.
It's one of those where over the past several weeks, with the exception of the couple that I missed over the past few weeks, we've been up until like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning doing all these stuff. It feels so weird being midnight and we're done with the show.
Now, I have a question for the chat out there, and also a question for you guys. Now, do you prefer the way that we usually do it? We just go through the list online, and people could just see it right on the Mod Hub, or do you prefer to see it in the game, like what we're doing here today?
You guys, what? Let's pose it to each other. What do you all think? Like, do you think that you liked this process better, or?
I personally like this better because then we can show it off to everybody. So,
Personally, I like this one better because shenanigans.
Shenanigans can be afoot. I agree. Let's see. So I see Reaver says in game. What about everybody else? What did you all think? Donkey, what did you think?
I definitely like this one a little bit better. I mean, it did take a little bit of time for me to set everything up, but being able to go in and look at the details and make sure everything's functioning really gives us a better picture as far as what we're saying that we'll use in game or not. So we get that better picture than just what's in the description.
and now of course, when it comes down to like equipment, like tool such equipment or vehicles, like we're not gonna test every single thing, but we'll at least show it unfolding, folding, and stuff like that, so you people can see it.
So I did enjoy being able to show off all the pieces of equipment in game. That was cool. What worries me is here lately we've been getting these 3, 4, 5 o'clock agribusinesses where we have tons and tons of mods to look through, and as you said, Donkey, this took a hot minute to be able to set up. What happens next week if we get mods dropped every single day, dozens a day kind of thing? how do we go from there? You know what I mean?
Well, I think at
Well,
that
one thing we could do to save time on setup is every day load in the mods for that day, and then
Yeah.
save the file and then have it ready to go at the end of the week.
That does make sense.
Also, if like let's just say if we get a mod day and there's like 30 mods, let's just say, like we could just do like what ISG said. If there's like 80 plus mods, I think that's kind of a play it by ear. And if there's like a lot of mods, like well over like 50 mods, I think maybe going on a website and showing it off might be better. But I personally don't mind. Even if I had to hop in here with Donkey or ISG and help set everything up if I need to, that's not a problem with me. So
Yeah, even if there's like, let's say there's a bunch of mods that release one day or whatever, we can pick out which ones that need to be shown off
yeah,
versus showing off all of them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see, real quick in the chat here. Let's see, where'd I leave off? So yeah, we've got Gold Gaming says, "Oh, did I miss live test?" Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Gold. We ended up doing a different format here tonight, so we got to see things a little bit from a different perspective there. Let's see. He also says, "Oh, I wouldn't mind a live testing on some stuff." Yeah, no, absolutely. We did pretty much everything from this week. Both the placeables and the actual implements. So it turned out pretty good. Ken says, "Oh no, not a 6-hour stream today. So sad." Let's see. Dead Colm said in game, so that's his vote. We got Reaver says, "Oh, I think everyone needs to be on the server and competing with each mods." Yeah, more shenanigans. Ken says, "Agri shenanigans, lol." That'd be a good one. McGarrett DK says, "On my way to bed, I want to know, have there been any 3-meter implements?" There was a couple on there tonight. There was the one compaction tool that was 3 meters.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
Does that one even count?
Yeah, it doesn't count because it's actually useful.
Hey,
Hold on,
hey,
hold
hey.
on, hold up. I'm grabbing something for a 3-meter implement or smaller. Give me a minute.
Let's see. Gold says, "Pick the most game-changing skip 3-meter plows." You know what? That's not a bad idea. McGarrett says goodbye to all. Well, goodbye, McGarrett. I hope you enjoyed yourself. You have a fantastic rest of your day and take care. Reaver says, "Start streaming at 8 a.m. Dude,
I got
I start
church.
working at 8 a.m. I got things to do. I got a wife and kids, and
Stream at 8 a.m.
Papa's Farming Mods says, "You'll end up at 1,600 mods like me." Oh no. My OCD kicks in, and I got.
We're not scared of it. We're not scared of a delete button.
Yeah.
Exactly. Ken says, how's doing it some of the time mean showing them off? Some of the time I mean showing them off. Yeah, that's pretty much what it sounds like we're going to land on is, showing off the kind of high level or the nitty gritty and kind of go from there. McGarren says, "OMG, why do modders still make 3-meter things?" Small farm shenanigans? Leave it to Donkey to laugh at that one.
So this is why they make small things, small implements. Right here, what I'm about to post in the board for you.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll wait for that to pop up before we start signing off here, but as per usual there, gents, I appreciate it, y'all hanging out with us here tonight. It was an absolute blast, as it always has been. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, ISG, do you want to let us know where we can find you?
You can find me on Facebook under Insane Sim Guy, as well as YouTube. Been doing a lot of stuff with my new map on YouTube, so make sure you guys go check it out.
What about you, Donkey? Where we can find you?
You can always find me on YouTube as well as in my Discord.
Oh my goodness, ISG, are you serious?
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that I gotta save and I gotta show off to everybody. Hold on. That one's worth showing off. Oh, on one hand, I'm kind of ashamed that I'm going to show this off, but on the other hand, I'm actually quite proud. All right,
This is
hold
when you
on.
want to make sure you have the right power for the job to get it done.
I'm pretty sure that's overkill for power bands.
It's possible. Hey, I'm about to go flying. Ish.
There it goes.
Let's see here. Real quick. Samuel Wilkinson says, "Bye, y'all." Y'all.
Have a good one.
He says, "Follow me." He says, "My channel is Samuel Wilkinson Jr." Bye. That's what he said.
That's how you get across the map right there. I'm pinned on the wall.
And
there's
that
another
right there.
something else stuck up here on this wall with me.
But I just thought of this too. But if we have if we have a day like a week that we get like maybe 3 days like worth of odds and it's small like this, I mean, there's no problem showing it off in game, especially if it's like this.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Let's see. Will, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me over on Twitch at Steinator24, which I am on there here and there. Not as often because I'm mainly on YouTube now. But you can also, of course, find me here on YouTube at Will T Gaming. You can also find me over on Facebook at Will T Gaming FS Encyclopedia, where I post all the new mods, updates, any news at all that's related to farms I'm on there, you'll find there.
Well, gentlemen, again, had a blast with you here tonight, and I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out for Agribusiness tonight. We hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please show us by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. The shows you engage with this channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Take care.
Late night. Screen glow. 4 mics. Let's go. Hey. The rigs, diesel in our veins, pixel dirt, flying thunder in the grain. DDD laughing, lining up the run. Wilty calling out, this mod's gonna stun. Farmer donkey hitting every high roll. Insane sim guy riding chaos like a pro. We turn that quiet country into steel and light. Hit that start, hit that call, crank it up tonight. This is agribusniess tonight. Hard talk, hard rock, come to